Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, early learners. It's me, Mrs. Readwright. I want to welcome you back to the art room for Final Friday. Let's do a 1, 2, 3. Say hi to me. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Say hi to me. Hi, Mrs. Readwright. Hello, Mrs. Readwright. How'd you do, Mrs. Readwright? And I have my 2 names, last 2 for the week, and because we're singing it in our hello song. Ready? And our song is called We're Glad to See You Here. Ready? We're glad to see you here. It gives us joy and cheer. Sure, it's true, we say to you, we're glad to see you here. Logan and Elliot are here. It gives us joy and cheer. Sure, it's true, we say to you, we're glad to see you here. So happy everyone has joined us today. We've been doing pumpkin art all week long, and you know, in the art room, it's where we look at art and we talk about art and we create art and meet famous artists. We're going to say goodbye to our artist for the week, Yayoi Kusama. She's still living, 91 years old. She still gets around doing art. And she doesn't just do pumpkins, but it was the art I thought would be great to do right before October 31st. So I wanted you to see this one too. I pointed it out right at the end about this big yellow pumpkin because it looks a lot like the pumpkin that we're looking at today. It is at the ocean. You know where Japan is? There's a little island bay, and they set this up on that bay, and it is 1,800 pounds. It's the inland sea, and it was the very first outdoor sculpture ever shown in Japan in 1994. Now we know that she made many, many, many of these, but this one is called Pumpkin 1994. And she made it out of plastic. It can stay out in the weather. It doesn't rot. She put the dots on it, and she makes hers with the tiny dots near the line, and she puts the big dots on the part that is sticking out. We did the opposite because it was easier for us to follow those lines, but if sometime you want to try a different pumpkin and do it the way that this one looks like, that would be fine. Another one that she has done is up here a little higher, and it is made out of a kind of metal, a bronze, and it is covered with polka dots too. Now, metal is even heavier than plastic, and she has that one outside also in a woodsy kind of area so that it looks like it blends in. I wondered when I showed this one if you noticed something about it. It's not centered on the paper like many of our pieces are. It's from a, what kind of eye view? We learned about this when we did Matisse's art. I have that sitting in here I wanted to show you. Remember when we had Matisse's art where we looked at the apples from the bird's eye view? Well, that's what this pumpkin looks like to me. It's a bird's eye view. We're looking down at the top of the pumpkin, which is another interesting way to do your art, is not to always center it on the page, but you can have it just falling off the edge like Georgia O'Keeffe did. And that was, remember, how Yayoi, she wrote to Georgia O'Keeffe so that she could talk about how she had her art fall off the page. Yayoi thought it was such a good idea, and she thought, now this lady is gonna like my art. She sent her art and said, what do you think? And she said, come, I'll introduce you around in the United States. And they met each other, and they remained friends for quite a while. Let's sing the song about the Princess of Polka Dot, all right? And it goes like this. Yayoi, Yayoi Kusama, Princess of Polka Dots. Pumpkins, dotted pumpkins, ones that will never rot. Now today I told you we were going to create something like magic. I don't know if I told you I was going to bring a spray bottle, but don't worry if you don't have yours, because you can always go and find one later. But I do want to show you how this is going to work. Once again, I'm using my pad of newspapers to make sure that my furniture doesn't get damaged. And you know what's even safer? If you do it in the kitchen. But I also told you we were going to use some foil. I'm going to keep it like this because it's super shiny and I think it might make everyone's eyes get a little shiny-roo. I have my pens and I took all the lids off, but don't worry, I'll get them back on so they don't dry out. And I only have my skinny ones, so I'm going to use 2 at a time. On the foil, I'm going to go back and forth and back and forth. Let me get them side by side. If you have the thicker ones, I think those will work out better. I'm going to do this kind of like a rainbow, and I'm just going up and down and up and down, up and down and up and down. And I think that's enough yellow. I'll put these aside. What comes after yellow? It's green, but I'm going to put the orange because I want my pumpkin to be a little on the orange side. So now around that yellow coloring, I'm going to put orange around it, just like a circle around there. I'm following around the edge of the shape and getting around. Oh, I bet this shine is just making everyone's eyes. Sometimes when I'm driving and my watch catches the sunlight, it makes the people that are driving the car say, hey, get that watch out of my eyes, Mrs. Readwright. Is this the red one? It is. 2 of them. Now I did yellow in the middle, orange after that, and now I'm going around with the red. Is this my best coloring? Probably not, but it won't matter. Oh, careful now. Won't matter in this magic show. Still coloring around the edge. Trying to stay on my foil. Or maybe a little more out here. You can take your time a little bit and make sure that it's got a good cover on there. I think I'll use my pink. Yeah, the pink will be good. Go around there. Oh, the pink and the red, when they mix together, might be kind of rosy. Go around. I'm trying to cover most of the foil. Even though I have my infinity web, I still want some color around the edge. And I'm going to finally get the end with some green. I've crumpled my paper. I better smooth it out a little. Do you notice I'm not putting my fingers on the color? Because otherwise I would have ink all over my hands. Now, oh, now I can see the green better. Some of the colors I couldn't see very well. I made 2 pumpkins in case you wanted to see what it looked like on a big one and on that tiny one we made together. I did it for homework so that I could show you, and also to let you know that you might want to make pumpkins on your own without me here with you, because you're going to remember the steps, how to color it, how to make it. All right, now I think I've finished coloring. I'm going to show you my one that we made together. Here it is with the infinity web, the pumpkin with the dots, and here is my foil. I'm setting my foil to the side because I'm going to use my spray bottle. Now, the spray bottle I brought is misty. It's not big water that will go out. Let me try it out on just, oh, maybe I'll spray it on our pumpkin. Oh, that's pretty good. Maybe I'll close it up a little bit more. Oh, that's better. I am spraying my artwork. I don't want it to get super wet, but I need it to be wet for the magic to work. Spray it, spray it, spray it. Now you'll know why I had to use permanent pen. If I did this on here and the pen was not permanent, right now all of my black ink would have been dripping off onto the newspaper. You notice I'm having to get a little off because that spray bottle was pretty good. I'm going to put it on my apron. and turn it over. Now, ladies and gentlemen, now for the magic. I'm taking my foil and all that color, and I'm gently putting it on top of my wet paper. And you say, rub it, Mrs. Reed-Wright, rub it. Rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub. What's going to happen? Rub-a-dub-dub, rub-a-dub-dub. And now I'm going to peel it off. Let me see if it's the right side up so you can see. Oh, nope. Let me see if it's the stem side this way. Yes. Okay, say, take it off. Take it off. Look what happened. All the color left the foil and went onto my pumpkin. Pretty magical, isn't it? Let's try it with my big one. Let me set this one aside to dry. Now, I wouldn't set this anywhere in my living room. Before you pick it up, you would say to your family, where shall I put this? It's a little wet. Where can I put this that none of the ink will get on any of our furniture? All right, I'm moving it over to this table because I think it's safe over there. Here's my big one. My big pumpkin could be colored also. I could just use my pens and color it in, or maybe I cut a piece of paper so I could do this one to show you a second time in case the other one didn't work. But I think it worked pretty well. I think I wanted to show you inside my art portfolio and the things we've done in the past, and wondered if you have put your things into your portfolio. I just showed you my Matisse. Let's bring out the paper of Matisse also. This was the example of doing a spiral. Have you cut any other spirals since then? Remember when we did the beasts of the sea and we did the long paper? Do you still have yours in your portfolio? But this was the one I really wanted to show you. This one is the one that you can see through and hang in your window. So I'm going to hang this in my window and this in my window, and maybe even the yellow one that we did on Monday, because tomorrow is going to be Halloween, and if you're a person who celebrates Halloween, you'll have your whole front of your house decorated and ready for people to look at your art, because we have been learning about an artist who did things with pumpkins. And we have learned about when she was young and how she stayed with it, how she kept telling her parents what a great artist she was and how she wanted to go to the United States. We talked about all the things that she is and was, and I hope that you'll tell others about her. Let's sing It's Time to Say Goodbye to All My Friends. Ready? Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink your eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Come back next week to learn about art and scarecrows. See you then.
Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for